Hey, it's Jeff Walker, and let's talk about starting something new. So I just heard this quote recently, and it was, if you want to know who the pioneers are in any given market, look for the people who are lying face down in the dirt with a bunch of arrows in their back. In other words, this idea that it's very, very risky coming out with something brand new, with coming out with this completely new idea. And I look back at the success I've had over the years, and it's usually not from something completely brand new. It's from iterating on something that's already in the market. So, and really focusing on what's selling, what do people want. Instead of coming up with, in my mind, with like, oh, I got this great idea that I want to sell people, it's I want to look and see what are people already buying and how can I create that for them? How can I create it better? How can I create a better experience? How can I bring my special sauce, my secret sauce, like the thing that makes me me, that allows me to present something in a different fashion, in a different way that will really resonate with people. I think that's how you have success in this world, in our world, is you look at something that's already successful, already selling, maybe even look at the marketing and how it's sold, and then you bring your authentic you to it. You can take a look at some of what's the best of what's in the market and then bring you to it and present it in your best fashion. Now, a lot of times when I'm talking about this, people are like, well, you know, Steve Jobs said that I have no interest in asking people what they want because they don't know what they want, and I want to create something brand new. Or there's a famous quote by Henry Ford. I'm not going to get this right, I'm sure. It's not going to be perfectly right, but it's going to be pretty close. And he said that if I'd asked people what they wanted, they would have told me faster horse-drawn carriages. Instead, I brought them a car. But the reality is, Steve Jobs, he didn't invent anything. You look at when the iPod came out, there's all kinds of MP3 players already out there. Yes, he brought a much more elegant version with a new interface, and it was awesome. It completely changed the game. But the idea of an MP3 player wasn't new. Or you look at the iPhone. There was plenty of smartphones on the market. They just didn't work very well. He created an iPhone or a smartphone that actually worked. Henry Ford did not invent the car. He didn't invent this assembly line, but he combined, he created a car that people could afford and a car that could be made economically via an assembly line. So you look at both of them and they iterated. They took ideas that were already out there and they made them better, more elegant, but it was an iteration of what was already out there. So if you're looking to create something, especially create something online, take a look for a market, take a look for a product that's already selling, and then make it better, make it your own. And then look at the marketing that's already out there. It's hilarious for me because, I invented it. I don't know how much I invented it, but I created the online product launch. I basically took this idea of turning your marketing into an event, and I packaged it, and I taught people how to do it, and it completely changed the way stuff was sold online. But if you look at it, event-based marketing has been done for a very long time. I just took it from one arena and I brought it into another arena, and then I added my secret sauce, my authentic me, my way of creating it and presenting it. So especially if you're just starting out, you don't want to be in the mode of, I'm going to create something brand new that no one's ever thought of. If it's not already out there in the market, there's probably a good reason for it. It's probably because it doesn't sell. People don't want to buy it. So when you're starting out, or even after you're along quite a ways, if you want to be a pioneer, you better be very experienced and very well capitalized. Otherwise, you want to focus on what's already out in the market, what's already selling, and how can you make it better and bring it to the market in a better fashion. So I'm Jeff Walker. If you're watching this anywhere else besides at my blog at jeffwalker.com, head on over there. Got lots of goodies there for you. Do all the social media stuff. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a like. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Just give me some reaction. I love that reaction. And let's go get them this week.